Hello, I'm Kelly Acheson. I'm coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin, and today I'm going to show you how super simple this very pretty little card is to make. I absolutely love all the elements that make it extra special. So let's get started. I'm starting out with a piece of Whisper White cardstock that is 3.5 inches by 4 3/4. I'm using the What I Love stamp set. This is a free offering from Sale-a-Bration. When you purchase a $50 order, you can choose this stamp set as your free gift. So what we've got here is a 3-step stamping process. And I have the one with the most rubber on it, I like to call it. And you see this little tag up here, this little arrow of rubber. That's what I like to pay attention to when you're using a 2-step or a 3-step stamp set, that you're always having that arrow go in the same direction. And then we've got this stamp, and this has a little less rubber to paper surface on it. It's a little more detailed, and it also has the little arrow. And then this is our outline, and you can see that it's very detailed and it has the little arrow of rubber on the top. I like to start with the most bold image, and I'm going to ink this up in Bermuda Bay ink, and then I'm going to stamp off one time. Now I'm going to have my arrow go straight up, and you want to pay attention to this on this one, because when you do it on the next one, which has a little more detail, you also want your arrow to go straight up. And that just gives us the darker image. So we're using one color of ink and we're getting 2 different colors on our layer. Then I'm using Memento Black and inking up the flower. And again, my arrow is going to be pointed up as I stamp that right over top. Isn't that pretty? Okay, let's bring in some details. I've got the leaves that come in the What I Love stamp set, and I'm going to be using Old Olive, and I'm just going to stamp a couple of those here. And then I wanted to mix it up with some fun elements. So I chose the filigree from the Timeless Texture stamp set. These kind of sets are really for your background and to create interest on your card. They're often overlooked. This is in the Occasions mini catalog, but I love these stamp sets to add extra interest to your cards. So I'm going to ink this up in black ink, and then I'm going to stamp it off one time before I use it on my card front. And I'm just going to stamp right over my flower, stamp off again, and here comes another filigree. We're going to stamp off again and put one more over here. Isn't that pretty? And then before I'm done with that, I have these little dots. And these I'm going to stamp full strength on my card. And again, it just brings in some extra interest. And then I'm going to take the words Know What I Love, and I'm going to stamp those right up here at the top. And also in the same stamp set, the What I Love set, I'm going to ink up the U and stamp that in Bermuda Bay right next to the Know What I Love U. And then I've got one more little element I want to use here, and that's this cute little flower. Next, I'm going to take a piece of 1/2 inch by 3 3/4 inch basic black, and we're going to adhere that. Oops, I got a little bit extra glue there. You don't need that much. We're going to glue that right under our words. And I see that mine's a little bit longer than my card front here, so I'm just going to trim that off. Then here comes our really pretty stitched Bermuda Bay ribbon. I love that our products match in color because it makes my designing life much easier. So I'm going to use some real tape. I like to use real tape on my ribbon because I get a lot of swap cards, and I find that people who use the tape runners on the back of their card and then stick their ribbon to it, it falls apart. So if you're doing swap cards, you need to be using real tape so that your cards aren't falling apart. Take note of that. And then I'm going to use just a little piece here and tie my cute little knot. This card is so quick and easy. You could make up a bunch of these, have them on hand. I'm going to use this as a birthday card. Oh, I just snipped my finger. Thank goodness I'm not bleeding. I'm going to use this as a little birthday card. The last element I would like to add to the front of my card is a little bit of bling. And we're going to take one of these little rhinestones and put it right in the center of our flower there. Isn't that cute? Here comes our card base. And this is just 8.5 by 5.5. We're going to give that a nice crisp fold. And I've got a layer of black here. And this is just 1/8 of an inch bigger. So it is 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. Let me see if I can get this on here straight for you. Well, for me, since I get to keep this card, right? But I'll tell you what, if you leave a comment at the bottom of my blog today, I will pick a winner and I will mail this card to somebody. How about that? So I don't get to keep this card, so I better do a really good job on it, right? Okay, there we go. Isn't that pretty? Now, usually what we do is we only have a 1/4 inch all the way around here. You know, a 1/4 inch, which leaves 1/8 inch on each side. But I cut my cardstock smaller so you can see more of this Bermuda, and I just think it adds a really neat look to the front of my card. The last thing we need to do is do the inside of our card, and it's just as simple as the outside. I've got the happy birthday greeting from the Happy Birthday Everyone. This set is only $9. If you are a workshop hostess, you have to buy this with your hostess rewards. It's an exclusive hostess set. Or if you put in a $150 order, you get Stampin' Rewards and you can buy this stamp set. I love the font on my happy birthday. Isn't that pretty? And then I'm going to come in with that filigree again. And I'm going to continue to stamp off so that it doesn't overpower my card. Makes it look more of a gray instead of a black. And again, we're getting 2 colors out of 1 ink pad. And last but not least, our little Bermuda Bay flower. And I'm going to put that right there next to my happy birthday. Isn't that cute? Super, super easy card. So make sure you're decorating up the insides of your cards too, because it does matter. Here we go. I made this in a couple minutes, minus cutting cardstock, of course. But what a great card. And it doesn't have to be happy birthday. It could be anything. Know what I love you. Hope you have a great day or get well soon or whatever the case may be. So thanks for stopping by today. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would be happy to earn your business. Pop me an email at kelly@astampabove. You can request our current catalogs. You can also check out more projects on my blog, astampabove.com. Add a little sparkle to someone's day. Send them a card.